Hola,
안녕하세요.
hoy vamos a hacer uno de estos vídeos en los que más bien vamos a conversar Hein y yo sobre pues determinadas cuestiones, ¿no? Hoy vamos a hablar de estereotipos, de los estereotipos que tienen ustedes sobre los coreanos y coreanas. En el Instagram de Hein pusimos que nos dijeran pues muchos de los estereotipos que tienen ustedes o los estereotipos que piensan que la gente tiene sobre los coreanos y coreanas. Nosotros vamos a hablar sobre ello, vamos a desmentirlo o no, dependiendo de lo que creamos. Y bueno, antes de nada, no olviden eso, darle amor al vídeo, like, comenten si les gusta este tipo de vídeos. Este tipo de vídeos más serios, más de hablar. También les recordamos sobre el Patreon. Hace poco empezó el nuevo mes en Patreon, así que si quieren apoyarnos y entrar en nuestro canal de Discord para tener más contacto con nosotros, dejamos el Patreon en la descripción como siempre. We can choose a little bit, right? The ones that we think are the best, probably.
You can choose.
They say that Koreans are really materialistic.
You mean they like money and car 이런 거지?
Yeah.
Me is not that much. I don't really want like good cars and luxury things. I'm not interested in much.
But in general, think in general,
I think
maybe.
in general, many people are a little bit materialistic.
But what do you think about superficial? Because a lot of people have said also superficial, yeah.
Yes. Korean people put like importance much on their like how they look like to other people.
Imagine that I'm a girl and I like a guy. If he don't have iPhone, it's not the same or something like this you told me before.
맞아. That's
Long time
true.
ago.
But
That's true, right?
I also can't understand that.
You also cannot, but there are people like that, right? Other people say that Korean, I think girls, they say mostly, they are really, really skinny.
아닌데? They are obsessed.
They are obsessed
to
with
being skinny. Like me, I as well. There are many people who want to be skinny. Like me, they can't.
What do you think about skinny is to be really, really skinny, like 40 kilograms or something like this. That is, I think, unhealthy. And
that is unhealthy for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. And for example, you are skinny, but I think what they want to do, like Korean girls, is like levels that makes no sense.
그러니까 for me, I'm not skinny at
Yeah,
all.
but for me,
just
you
like
are skinny.
normal. Korean people's like skinny standards are
Exactly.
like another level. Here, idols are really skinny.
Yeah.
So I think
I think the standard is because like Instagram, series or K-pop.
Idol is so
skinny. So idol is so skinny.
When I see them, I feel so worried. They are skinny and company always force them to be skinny so much.
I feel like
that's bad.
In some way we like people that like K-pop and they really care about the idols. I think they should not only see like the good part, like they should also try to see these kind of things. And if you start to see these kind of things in the future, maybe the company will see, oh, they don't like this because it looks like they're unhealthy. Okay, then maybe we shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
그러니까, yeah,
I think that fans also have to change. I mean, not only fans, but also like Korean society, I think in general. I don't know. I'll read almost all of them, and I think none of them say about plastic surgery. It's weird.
I expected they will talk about
me as well. I think we should talk a little, now that we are talking about superficial things.
I don't think like plastic surgery is bad and but everyone wants to be pretty and beautiful. That's for sure in the world. So
but what is pretty? This is a problem. Like you should change the standard and not change the face. You know what I mean?
Well, that's impossible. Like in Spain, there is a standard definitely exists. Who is pretty and who is handsome.
But it's not that strong than Korean. You know what I mean?
Many Korean girls get plastic surgery. That's true. Like compared to other country, it is hard to find people who got plastic surgery.
Out of 10 friends that you have, how much of them have?
Should I include like Botox?
Yeah, you can
or
include
just,
Botox,
like,
I think.
그럼 나도잖아. Then that me
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, but you did it only one time, like, and it bye-bye.
Anyways, one time. I did.
Okay, so do you think that if you say out of 10, all of them have done something?
Not all of them. but
Not all of them. How much?
almost, like,
Almost all of them.
80%.
80%. Okay. In Spain or maybe, I mean, I think in some countries like Colombia, in Latin America, they really have a big industry in plastic surgery. But here in Spain, we don't have much. And I would say like it's really, the percent is much like lower, 100%.
그러니까.
Like so low. Another thing, let's change a little bit. Let's go to other thing that is more like, this is something that a lot of people say. The kochu is small in guys.
야, 이거 말해도 돼?
They say a lot. Is it true? This is
Well,
my question.
On average, maybe it is true.
Yeah.
Like compared to other country, like. But you know, in Spain also there
Yeah,
are guys
and-
who have.
Yeah,
But maybe on
For sure.
average, for sure, it is.
it's
little
quite
bit
small.
smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One people say that one of the stereotypes that he have or she is that Koreans are like not tall. But then I saw other one that say Korean are the tallest of Asia.
Tallest.
That, yeah,
모르겠네.
I would say from my perspective.
Oh.
When I was in Korea, there were a lot of guys that were taller than me. I'm
Yeah, they are
177,
not
178,
small.
and they look quite big, quite tall. A lot of guys. I don't know.
Like I heard, average is 175 or
For guys?
76.
That's quite a lot. I think Spain is
Yeah.
smaller. Someone say, my girlfriend is super conservative and she likes to show love with actions and no words. Do you think that's true?
I don't think like.
I think they're really
if
they like to talk romantic.
그래, they like.
They like to talk romantic. I think I'm not sure
맞아.
that is true.
Yes.
In general, I think.
I think Korean people think they should do both if they
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, I
But
think.
and that's true. They should do both. Like not only words, not only actions. For example, we hold hands and we kiss and you don't say I love you, I miss you. Like this is a problem. And you only say this word and don't do anything, that is also problem.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
both should be go together always. And super conservative is also, maybe we already have talked about it before.
Yeah, I think.
In the video.
I mean-
yeah, he's conservative.
In Korea, they are more conservative for sure. I even talked with my grand aunt about this today. We were talking about this, and I explained a little bit about Korea, and she say, "Oh, it feels like the same situation was happening when I was like young." Yeah, I think-
in Spain.
yeah, exactly. I think Korea is a little bit in some parts. I think it's more similar to what was Spain in the past. I think, I don't know. I feel like I should be in Korea. She say literally. She say to me. When I explain this kind of things, she say I should be in Korea.
It is hard to understand like young people in Spain.
Yeah,
maybe,
exactly.
For her.
Exactly. They say Koreans are cold.
Cold. 아닌 것 같은데.
Siento no estar cerca de ti y lo sé, 10,000 kilómetros suenan